Hello, we are going into what is, I believe, day 22. So let's see what we see. Day 22 is the 28th of November, 1993. The sale at the commissary has finished. The end of last session, I found the chess puzzle, but I didn't have pieces available to complete it. So I have a list of what pieces I've found to date. The other thing I need to be a bit more diligent about today is capturing the letters. So what's in that sheet? Hats. Still think the hats are going to be significant at some point, but I don't know why. All right, letters. So we have a 9 by 5 grid. So we've got A, B, C, D, E. And we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's make those all column width 40, center them. And let's make them all row height, also 40. Make that bold, make that bold. So we have the grid. So face card minus ace is F. That is always going to be that letter. Let's make that 14. Let's center that, and let's center that. And that is a fixed letter that we know. All right, let's go see what outside room we have. Oh, I have a package. I forgot that I had a package. Hey, Keith. I assumed you would be multitasking. Oh, we have a locksmith kit, we have gems, we have keys. We'll take that. No money, but that's okay. I hope that I'm well. I'm okay. Monday night, which I did plan to stream Monday night, I managed to break the temporary crown eating ice cream. I can't even. And I was in a fair bit of pain Monday night and Tuesday because the jagged edge was just cutting me constantly, which was super annoying. And I went to have the permanent crown fitted today, which was the plan. I might hold off until I have a few more coins. Went to get the permanent crown fitted today. Did have a check-in with the oral surgeon first, and he was happy with how everything was going for the most part. I found out a bit more about why they don't want to poke the cyst that is a couple of teeth along from it. He explained about the nerve cluster that is sitting right behind where the cyst is, and the fact that if they bonk it the wrong way, I could lose sensation permanently on that side of the jaw and face, which is not ideal. All right, what room are we in? We have a pin and a pine, so the letter will be E. So we're leaving that alone for the minute, but he's really happy with how the gum is all healing up from the extract. But I went to get the permanent crown fitted today, and we discovered that it didn't fit, that it needs adjusting, which is annoying. So for the moment, we're leaving it alone. Do I need to reopen the gym? I'll have a think. I know how to open that now. I have a note on how to open that. We have a tag and a stag, so the letter is S. I haven't really made an effort to solve this puzzle before, but I think the time's come. Yeah, that's what they said. They said that it's not uncommon to damage them. But the problem was less about the missing bit of crown so much as the sharp edge that was cutting the tongue and the cheek every time I moved, which was not ideal. But we have otherwise resolved that. If I end up doing 2 days tonight, I will make a point to get the letters for the next room over if I can't get them today. So what have we got? Pray and pry, and it's A. I think that's what it's going to be. I have to remember that they call them different things in the UK. It's a pry bar. The horse was a surprise. So I'm having the crown fitted again at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and hopefully this time it'll work. The white box does not have a statement. That is true. The gems are in a box with a statement. That has to be a lie because there's always a true statement, at least one, a false statement, at least one, and the blank ones are not a statement. So that has to be one of the gems. I think I've only got this wrong once, and it was before I understood that a blank box does not have a statement. And I should have known that out of the gate. All right. I'm going to go to the breakfast nook to get the extra steps. So I'll have done 3 dentist visits this week. Fab. Stare and star, so that is an I. And I am in that square. I. We have 4 letters. Alright, let's go this way. T-shirt room would be nice. Let's take the morning room rather than block ourselves off. Plain and plan, so that'll be an E. Let's maybe go back and... Ooh. The deposit box key. Haven't had that before. So there was a message in one of the rooms before, which I believe is false. There are certainly words and themes and letters that are not American and are not Australian. I haven't actually looked up where they're from, but I suspect UK English usage rather than... I will look them up between sessions. Rather than American English. So I think colour is spelt wrong. I think it's spelt without the U. So we still only have 2 coins, but let's put them in. Blessing of the Dancer. While drafting, you may pay gems to spin a floor plan. Okay. Hey, Vamp. Oh, I have keys. What do we get in the trunk? Anything else in here? I really want a magnifying glass. So we have bridge and bride. So G is the letter here. Bat and bath, that'll be an H. I've known for a couple of days, I just haven't put the effort in to solve them. And today I am. Apples are extra delicious, extra diamond, and an extra 3 steps. I'll take that. This ought to be a T, I'm guessing, by the letters. So we've got cart and car, I'm guessing. So yes, T. We made a lot of progress in the previous session. I opened a bunch of stuff. Still don't have room 46, but I found a bunch of stuff in the last session. I don't have a lot of coins, but let's get the commissary there anyway. And see what is for sale today. So we have the compass, the shovel, the sledgehammer and the salt shaker. So not a magnifying glass. Peak and P, so that will be a K. That one's good. Order placed, alright. Still need a magnifying glass to see what is written down here. We have a battery. I'm hearing big sighs from Brim. He's not sounding happy. Captured that one already. So we have a clock and a lock. Okay. C. I must admit, for quite a while I thought the pictures referred to specific rooms, and I was trying to work out what room each of them referred to. And they may still be representative of specific rooms. Alright, let's go back through the observatory, through the bedroom to get the 2 extra steps. Forwards we go. Alright, we have the kitchen, the corridor, the pantry. Take the pantry for the coins. There's often fruit. There is fruit. And apples are extra tasty today. Oh, 5 steps. Optimal placement. So let's change the keycard system. Currently operational. I do have access to the utility closet, so let's go back and do that. But before we do that, tier and tie, I think, and that'll be E. Not in that square though. And what was in the pantry? I didn't check the pantry. The pantry had roe and crow, C. We'll recheck that room as we go through because that doesn't look like the right word somehow. That's better. Let's go through it that way. Made no difference. I've got to save myself a gem. I have no shovel, but let's see what we get in here. Gold, gold, gold. Oh, I was wanting something else. Not seeing any pictures in here. Apparently some rooms don't have pictures. Not ideal, but it will do. I think that's supposed to be sage and stage and give us a T. Nothing on the ground anyway. Alright, let's have the boiler room. I was saying to myself earlier that when I next change the sheets on the bed, because I just changed them yesterday, I need to put the electric blanket back on because it is getting cool. No. I was saying the next time I change the sheets, I need to do it. Okay, so where was the mallow? A long way back. But I really want to see what it says on that thing. I am quite glad. Oh, I'm next to the boiler room, so I should be able to power the puzzle in the corner now. So I need to send hot water out that way. Let's have a look and see where things go. Where is the pipe that sends it that way? Is there a pipe that sends it that way? That's not lit up, so we have Has that gotten me power to the machine? Solved this the other day. So, did I write down what the solution was? Push the 3 up after 9. All right. Still don't have power. That's powering something, I don't know what. I don't think it's powered yet. I'm going to use all my steps working this out. Apparently Bren has a big audience today. That's the other switch. I'm doing that. We've been using lots and lots of steps, but I have no visibility around to that side. See if I've given it power. wonder if I need the wrench to turn that. Doesn't have enough power to drive it. Alright. Alright, that's putting stuff up the central pillar. I need to get from that one into there. Right, that's not doing it, so it needs to go from that to that. And there it's coming out, it's going to here, feeding in. That's producing, and that one's producing. Can't see any better than that. And that's still not giving me power. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I can't look down. I've wasted a bunch of steps, that's for sure. Experiment setup. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a shovel? Do I not have a shovel? Oh, treasure map. Still haven't worked out what the treasure map's about yet. No, stop looking at pictures. All right. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, a modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Darr. Hello, Darr. The third largest city in Fen Arys and site of its former capital, Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Underground bazaar sounds interesting. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and your memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens, Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser. Anything that we can see in the picture? No. The Botanic Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its Aegean canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails and mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of the Botanic Gardens, offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. The cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, and yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. Then it's got a species of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. As a full keep, you will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, a former home of Lord William Espen, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Espens since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epsom, his oldest son, Lionel Epsom, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be the family residence. It began operating as a historic house, museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. Still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Arinda Aries when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Arys' premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. Mount Holly. Mount Holly. At an elevation of 11,220 feet. Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead. You won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give the mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Mainway Station Bazaar. It's very red, which seems very topical. For sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar, but don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington Central's railway station, in a time when the Realms trains were still in service. Now the turnstiles, footbridge and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you're bargain hunting, looking for an adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. We have a map. Angel Tower, Mount Perna, 100 Bells, Burrows, Aries River, Reddington, Featherfall Keep, Botanic Gardens, Mount Holly, Mainway Station Bazaar, and Trinsdale. Norfolk? I'm not sure. Alright, that's a dead end. So we've got to go back anyway. We can go into the foundation. So let's have a look. Do we have any pictures available? We have a tag and a tent. Tent? 10 T. So we're in rank 5. We have a T. Do we see any pictures in here? The green room's not get pictures. We have a pine tree. What's the other picture? Pine or a spruce? Water and fire, it's another E. I know the name of the network. Have I made a note of it? I haven't made a note of it. I'll need to go back through my recordings or my screenshots, but I have been told the name of the network. Need to work out the boiler room at some point. There should be a gem in here somewhere. Sounds like Graham found the shelter, the bunker. I want to go to the mail room. It's a long way, but let's do it. It's information gathering. Most of steps I know, but did I find the pictures in this hallway? Yes, the sage and step stage. Right. I am now officially out again. Let's go to gem. I've solved this previously. The code is 1504. We'll take one of the rubies. I've read the letter previously and taken a screenshot of it. All right. Oh, what have we got? We've got coat and cot. A. the terrace we go. It's an orange, not an apple, but it will give us some steps back. Green rooms do not have letters. Violet and plot, so I into that square. Go to the billiard room because I know that I have a way past. Alright, let's see what we find in this room. Anything down here? Sometimes there is. Yep, alright. So 6 plus 0 is 6. Nine minus 7 is 2. Times 10 is 20. 6 minus 1 is 5. Times 3 is 15. Divided by 5 is 3. One plus 19 is 20, minus 6 is 14, times 2 is 28, divided by 7 is 4. Nice, given I haven't found a keycard door yet, but pointless because I have already disabled the keycard locks. Let's grab another gem. We have plane and planet, maybe? That's a T. Didn't look in the previous room. Can I see from the doorway? The answer is no. We have I'll have to think on that one. I don't know. Oh, it worked for a change. I haven't been to the vault before, but I don't have enough gems. What have we got? Paint pot with a brush, and we have a beer mug. Oh, paint and pint. Okay, A. We are in that room there. Oh, that's right, I got the vault key. Should have taken the vault. Another orange. Not handwritten. We have I and time, M. This lockpick kit hasn't worked anywhere yet. Spine and pine, S. Okay, let me open it. Let's go back and fiddle with the foundation with the boiler room door and get that open again. Another gem. Heading to the mail room. Because I want to have a look at the extra note there. Did they ever prove he was one that stole the Baron's mail? I have seen that note before. All of that for that. Mm. 453478 exclamation mark. Now the key I got, I assume, is for the vault. If I go back to the utility closet and turn that back on, where can I get to with 6 steps? I can go put a coin in the fountain and end the day, I think. And I get as far as the chess problem. Do I have the right pieces available to me? opened up a bunch of rooms. Let's go to my king of chess pieces. I don't think I have a bishop. Will it give me the same chess pieces each time? That's the question. I have the dark pieces this time. And b4 for a pawn. Observatory for a knight, which is e2. b2 gives me a rook. I think I'm stuck with the same pieces I couldn't place last time. Attic shuffle. Rumpus room. I don't have any of those. Queen. I've found a queen. Her ladyship's chamber. I don't have that. And a king. I haven't found a king yet. I'm assuming maybe the antechamber. Can't place those. I hadn't have wasted all those steps on the boiler room and failed to solve it. Oh, there's a king in the office. I did have the office and I didn't choose it. I believe that is the day. "30 rooms, 117 steps, most of them between 2 rooms." Day 23, the 29th of November. Sweeping mask, gems, keys. Metal detector, sure. Is that a sledgehammer I get to take? Yes. So we have fire and praise still. Conservatory. I don't have a shovel, but I might get one later. I haven't had the rotunda before. The metal detector isn't going off, so it doesn't think there's anything in here of note. Okay, so we have a rook in here, in the conservatory. It is a dark rook, and I have recorded that already. Okay. Plan A, yep. Let's grab the ruby so that we have another gem. It's 1504. Another key. Stair and star. Yep, I. The gems are in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is true. 2 of these statements are true. because it was false. Getting all the gems today. I'll have to come back here when I work out if I get a key card or a security room. Coupon book. Yeah, that was an unnecessary step. P and K, P and peak, so K again. Go back to the hallway. The sail. So we have a tie and a tiered thing. An R. An E. I'm guessing the one in the middle is an A. Let's find out. What rooms do we have? Haven't had the rotunda before. Weird at the tomb. Ah. We don't have the letter for this room. And what I failed to do with the rotunda, a circular chamber with a domed ceiling adorned with an array of mechanical gears. In the centre of the room, a stone podium serves as a central pivot point for the chamber's true-purpose rotation, a fitting function for a room named rotunda, which means clockwise room in origin. It is room number 4. Fur and fire, so that'll be an E. So I haven't worked out how to drain this yet. Oh, we have a chart and a cart. So H. Having rotated things, does that change what I find down the bottom here? I don't have a key card, so I can't. So we have a stage and a stag. E. So this room is E. Needs the basement key, I'm sure. Alright. Tent and 10 T. Yep, that matches what I already had. Haven't had the sauna before. It doesn't appear to have pictures. A traditional wood-lined Korakian style sauna, temperature controlled and exceptionally relaxing. The invigorating effects of the room will leave you waking up the next day feeling rejuvenated. Here's a dead end. Oh, it's smudgy down here. The sauna is room 37. And it does not appear to have any chess pieces or pictures in it. So it'll give me an extra 20 steps tomorrow. A threat puzzle again. We've got coat and coast. Alright, so that's an S. S. There's something on the floor, maybe? Oh, there's a key on the floor. Laboratory. Couldn't find the second picture in here yesterday. Oh, plan and pain. L. Understandable, really. There's another room without pictures. There's very restful music in here, though. "53 steps. It's a long way back to the utility closet, but I can do it." Somehow I doubt that's going to help, but let's see. So we have plane and planet, I'm assuming. So T is the foundation. That seems to match. The lockpick first. Down you. That room could have been rotated. Apparently it only rotates in one direction. Might as well take the walk-in closet, get the 4 items. Have I had this room before? Yes, I have. We have a tree. Lucky rabbit's foot. Telescope. And we have a tree. Where is the other picture? Oh. Spine and pine, S. I kind of knew that already. Okay, so back to the passageway. We're not getting to room 46 today. But I can no, I can't. I can hear Brenda's having a little rant. Let's have the chapel. I don't think I have any other pictures in here. But it does give me a white bishop. Plot and pilot, I. So we're in 6. Yep, that matches. Alright, let's solve the billiard puzzle. So 17 plus 0 is 17. 5 plus 3 is 8. Magenta multiplication by 2 is 16. 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 2 is 8 times 2 is again 16. 5 minus 1 is 4 times 1 is 4 divided by 1 is 4. Take care, Vamp. We have a key card, so we don't need to change any of the settings on the doors. Kitchen, closet, guest bedroom.
We have the £10 tag and the shore cliff 10 tag. I don't know what that one is. Ice. At the garage, we have the morning room, we have the west wing. What am I trying to learn at this point? I'm trying to explore some extra rooms to fill out some letters. Alright, let's take the West Wing Hall. Now we have a sheaf of wheat. We have, grain and rain, G. Is that lockpick going to work once? No, it's not. Aquarium! Let's have the aquarium. Which of course is a green room, so has no pictures in it. The ladyship's chamber would give me a queen. Next time I enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems, it's a long way there though. Upgrade disc. That's not terrible. I still haven't worked out how to open it.
Oh, we have a car. And a card. D. A4. D. We have a queen. All right. Let's see how we go. We have fish. Ooh. Tube and tub. E. There's a coin. Don't think I'll be coming back this way though. I haven't had this room before. The poolside locker room is of course not always poolside, but is much more convenient for guests when it is, much less annoying for the servant who must follow the dripping swimmer across the house searching for their locker. Locker room is room 16. We have a coat and a cot. So A. B4, yep, that matches. Why does it not offer me the lockpicks? Now I know which one to use. Oh, locked. Nothing noticeable at the top. There's make them stand out. I only have one more door that I can open, so I might as well use 3 here. Running shoes, awesome. Deposit box key. Well, let's go to the security room that I know is there and do the upgrade disc. What room are we going to upgrade? The courtyard. I think that's my best option. A bunch of keys. I can open more stuff in the locker room. Hello, little one. What you up to? Time to check on Ron. Right. Oh, it was empty. That was a waste of a key. Where is the rumoured room 46 connection? Theorised possible locations north of the antechamber, below the foundation, fourth house of 45 rooms plus back room, secret door in the tomb, doesn't exist, red herring leaning towards this. Grotto. Alright. Another empty. Safe deposit box key. Another one. Not much use unless I get the vault. 233 and 149. Another empty. Last one I'm going to open, just in case we get a room that needs a key. Alright, we go back to the rotunda. All the people who raided Broom have shown up by the look of it. Welcome, strangers. Alright, that's probably the optimal position for that. So that is to the chapel, so that's the one I want. Into the observatory. If I look through this again, it's not going to give me stuff for free, the double effect. So that's probably not going to help. Alright, so I go down to the hallway, across to the drawing room. I get the vault I wanted. I really wanted the office. Well, I haven't had the music room before. Oh, they say always draw a room you haven't had before. It's not the one I want, but it might be useful. Oh, I've got more pieces of music. The prison key. Well, that's super not helpful today when I'm out of doors to open. denoted in verse. There is another key or coin here somewhere. There it is. Alright, so sheet 1. Find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. The word first is bolded. Among this scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea, in bold words sung, I do repeat. The word words is bolded. Page 3, the ones of you who often assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensure while working on this simple clue. The word on is bolded. First words on each page is the message. White pages lined with melodies do hide the words we come to seek, and from our choice among all these we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. So our previous pages I don't have page 5 yet. So if we go with the true message at the first word on each page is the true message, we have find among the white, don't know what 5 is, under 2 stones. Find among the white something under 2 stones. Hey, Chip. So I learnt something new in here. Suppose that's good. I don't know if I've tossed any money in the fountain yet. I have a bunch of fabulous keys that I can't use. Let's go. I didn't go into the walk-in closet. So let me look. I didn't see any chess pieces in here either. Let me have a quick look. I have an observatory. I have a nook. I have a drawing room. I have a chapel. I have a ladyship's chamber. I don't have an office for the king. So I can't do the chess puzzle. Do we have a chess piece in here that I am not seeing? I am not seeing one. I could go and burn a whole bunch more keys in the locker room. Not terribly far away. if I learn anything else of value. $29, gosh golly. Where did all the people come from? Alright, what else have we got in here? An apple. Mathematics worksheet. Directions. Find each sum without using the signs. So, if I use the colour codes from the billiard room puzzle, first one is 7, the second one is 13, 10, 4, 2. Don't know what that tells me. No keys left. I had, I think, 2 or 3 empty lockers. Alright, I don't think I've seen a king. I can go do my best and see how I go with the chess puzzle. Oh. That isn't really an extra effect. That's the effect I already had. Tired today? Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. Oh, hang on a minute. That's exciting. Apparently, one of my work things decided to autoplay, which is new. All right, let's close that, and I will go back to that later. That was unexpected. That device was supposed to be asleep. One of the fabulous side effects of working for a global company is it's 11 o'clock here, and they've just kicked off the first session of the day for some workshops that they're running out of Europe. But I will watch the VODs later rather than start work at this time of night. I have a bunch of stuff to watch that are training material. Did I have the mail in today? I can't remember. No, I won't have a package tomorrow. That's okay. Let's see. I'll paint the fountain, not yet. I think they did some yesterday and they're doing some today, and they've got workshops being presented from the US, the UK, France. I know some are from Germany, and they often do some from India. We are pretty much as far away as possible from where most of the people who are presenting and attending will be. I get really frustrated because a lot of our support services are hosted out of India, and you'll sort of log in the morning and someone will have sent you a message at like 2 a.m. Getting grumpy at sort of 5 a.m. that you haven't responded yet, and then sort of closing a ticket at 7 a.m. and then you kind of log on at 8:30, 9 o'clock. And it's like, you didn't really give me an opportunity to respond because the world is big. Head office is in France, I believe in Paris. So, so we need a room with a porn. Room with a porn, a drawing room. A2. A room with a night. The observatory is at B3 and the rook is at D1. It gets really annoying with the IT tickets when you get questions at 11 o'clock at night and then they close it at 6 a.m. at the end of their working day. A chapel is C5. And then you have to argue with them about the fact that they closed the ticket at a time you weren't around to respond. A4. Because I haven't invoked a room, I'm guessing it's not going to work. No, I don't have a king spot. The only king I've found so far is in the office. That is frustrating. I suspect that is the other side of that door at the bottom of the foundation, but I need basement keys. I've read this before. Still missing bits. Hasn't changed its situation at all. And I don't have a light source. That's not changed. Hey, what you doing? No one can see you on camera because I don't have the camera on. Hello? Yeah, you're telling me it's bedtime, are you, Echo? You're a very good girl. Don't sit on the keyboard. Metal detector is not detecting anything. It still sort of indicates there was a ruby here at some point. 2 white stones. Is there 2 white stones here? Metal detector isn't doing anything. 2 white stones. That's probably the thing I've dug up already, and that's the 2 white stones. I can't even remember what was in there. There was something. I have to go look. I don't know if she's conscious of whether the camera's on or not. She has been a little needy this week, and I'm not sure what's going on. It might be that they went to the vet and had their vaccinations on Monday morning, but they've both been a bit needy this week, and she has done a lot of jumping up and sitting on my lap during meetings, mostly so her tail is visible, because she tends to be, while shy, a fairly perky cat, and she often has her tail up being curious. Isn't that usually bridged? It is. Something's moved the wood away. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what I did that moved it, but something moved it. Or is it only there when the garage is open? Pretty sure it was there before. Avon's been the interesting one recently. He still has not worked out how to be a lap cat in the slightest. If he jumps up, he will sit somewhere odd and maybe have his butt in my face. Yeah, I'm not learning anything new. Right. Or he like hangs onto my forearm for dear life, which is funny. There's obviously one permanent edition I haven't opened there. he's done this thing recently where he tries to sit on my lap, sort of lengthways up and down my legs. But I'm all of sort of 5'2", and while he's not a huge cat, he's a fairly big cat. So he's longer than my thighs are. So he sort of sits with his chin on his paws, front paws, on my knees, and then sort of like from his tummy up is kind of running up my chest with his butt in my face, which I'm sure can't be comfortable for him, but it's certainly not comfortable for me. And he'll flick his tail because he's uncomfortable, which means, of course, he's flicking his tail in my face. But he's trying. He's trying to learn how to lap. He'll work it out eventually. It would go much better if he went the other way. But he doesn't kind of fit on me. And Echo has decided in the evenings she likes my armpit. So she curls up in my armpit and tries to steal my hand. I'm trying to think if I want to do a short day to try and fill in a couple of the missing letters. I don't think 36 is my record, but it's not terrible. It might be my record. Came very close to filling it all in. Let's see if we can fill in a couple of the missing letters. So I'd been hoping to get to room 46 on this day because day 24 is the 30th of November, which is my birthday. So I was kind of hoping to solve it by my birthday. So we have the blessing of the dancer still, which lets us rotate rooms. We started with an extra 20 steps because of the something I found in the locker room, I think it was. No, the sauna. I found the sauna last session. Root cell is fine if there's a shovel in here. There's not a shovel, it's not terribly useful. No shovel. Let's hope for a shovel. Now, has the timber been put back here? Or am I still cut off? I'm still cut off. Where am I missing letters? I don't have the bottom left. I have a suspicion of what the letter is, but I don't know for sure. Well, let's go for the bottom left and see if we can fill the letter in. I have no idea what that drawing is. We have a pawn. Oh, dessert and desert. S. Yes, it is an S. Alright. Yes. You need a purse so everyone can hear you. Dad's just gone outside. Avon's going to get super excited. Time moves faster while I'm here. Got all the pawns. Oh, coin purse. Would be a very short day. Oh, compass. Still don't have a shovel. Extra dirt's no good if you don't have a shovel. The commissary. I may have regrets about the commissary, but let's see how expensive a shovel is. I don't have a shovel. I have to find one another way. Let's see what the cutscene is today.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the
Coming
doorway.
from the nursery into the dark room?
Silent footsteps in the hallways.
West Wing Hall?
An unlatched gate you did not open.
Okay.
A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid.
Down in the tomb?
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara until the dawn of the following day.
Okay, Alzara's not going to talk to me again.
More to say.
So there's a missing object that I did not take from the first room. Out of gems, so I can't rotate again. There's a gem. Hmm. Tiger, tiger, burning bright. I don't like losing the steps, but I don't really have a lot of options. Still haven't found a shovel. Need to get that door open. I need a basement key. Metal detector. Awesome. Out of keys, out of gems. Completed my steps. Damn it. Should have solved first. Alright, so the blue box contains the gems. The black box contains the gems, so it's one of those two. Only one box is true. Has to be in the black box then. No. Oh, that has to be a lie. No, that logic held up. Because if the black box was true, then that was true. It should have been... So if the blue box held the gems, and only one box is true, one of those two has to be wrong, or both of those need to be wrong. Still think my solution is correct, but I didn't find the gems. Okay. Maybe someone in chat can explain how I got that wrong. Because my interpretation is if only one can be true, then it can't be in the blue box because that would make two of them true. And if if they were in the black box, the blue one was wrong. I feel like my solution was the correct solution, but it obviously didn't work. For a second, I saw a coin under that chair. Yep. I have a metal detector, I would have known. Alright. That door's probably also going to be locked. Oh no. Ah, I don't have gems. That's just going to move the lock one along. This one of those. I don't have sand and that's an S. I don't have the letter for there, and I can't get there today. Those two rooms in the middle are blocked off. Pretty sure it's an A for crack. Ah, 19 plus 0 is 19. 4 plus 15 is 19, minus 15 is 4. 14 plus 8 is 22, minus 20 is 2, multiplied by 10 is 20. 4 is it times 2 times 5? Give me 40. 4 divided by 10 gives me 1. I haven't encountered one where they have multiples in the multiply and the divide row at the same time. I haven't had any dice in a while. Would have been a good opportunity to get somewhere, that chalk was. Alright, round we go. Is there a way to do this without going through the weight room? No, there's not. There is no exit without the weight room. Alright. Be prepared to lose 10 steps. It's only the first time you go in there that you lose half your steps. That's not terrible. been here before, and it should be an M. And tie, yep. So back through the not back through the weight room, down to the library, through the gymnasium. Dirty people. This is ridiculous. I don't have any gems, so I can't take the garage. So I guess it's the morning room. I will start tomorrow with 2 gems. Still don't have a shovel for all the dirt piles. That was a waste. Can't remember what commas he had. It had a sledgehammer. Are you detecting that there's something in the dirt pile that I can't dig into? That's a bit cheeky. But useful to know. Let's grab an extra gem while we're in here. $15.04. That is the combination for this safe. I think I've had it every day this session. Alright. Right, we have chart. The crate. Is it a chest? I will work that out later. We have for dinner, we have stuffed wild quail. I don't have a trophy room. Hello, little girl. There's something in here. On the floor, maybe? Oh, the key there. Hello. There is another chest over here. Did I work out the combination for this first? I'm in the boudoir. Apparently not. There will be something in the room that will give me a 4-digit date. Even at the Christmas picture, and it's, yeah. Why do I not have this? Oh, I just didn't write it down. Okay. I do know the solution to this one. 25, 12. Grab the gem. Plane and lamp. B. I'm going to italicize that because I'm not 100% certain of that letter. We have a sledgehammer. A lot of good that's going to do me now. And we have an F today. And I haven't opened the door. Okay. So I have one key left. Haven't seen any electronic locks. Oh, I've got them open. Whatever I choose, that is the end of my path for the day, but I have learnt some stuff. So have I had all these rooms before? I have. Oh, but I can redraw. Don't think there were keys for sale in the commissary. But there might be a key in there. 41. Alright, this is going to be quick. Straight down, across. All that dirt and no shovel. Have all the money. Haven't seen the showroom yet. That's not going to help either, but who knows. Alright. There might be a key in the dark room, but I won't know until I turn the lights back on. "34 steps. I'm going to piff a coin in the fountain. Pop it in tube. Where am I? Oh yeah. A5. T. Right. Oh, 12 in tube, it's still E. That's fine. That's fine. I can't. Yes, I don't have a shovel to dig up the dirt. Get a key or the coin. You have not gifted me a shovel. So into the dark room. That's what I wanted. Core key. The detector's not going off anywhere else in here. Bat and boat. Oh. Right, going to the observatory and finish off my day. What were the pictures in here? Oh, that box and the chart. Chef and Chief. I. What's in the workshop? The lantern and the lamp and the plane. I'm not convinced. Observatory, we have a hose and a house. You. Last room I got for the day. Rooms with four doors are more common today. No, they're not. So, metal detector. There is something here I can use. I mean, I probably can't. There's another key. But I don't think I have any more doors. So I didn't get a shovel, even though I had a bunch of dirt. But I filled in a fair few rooms and I got a few new letters. So the letter grid, I'm guessing row 7 says small, row 6 says gates, row 5 says 8, row 4 says dates, row 3 says crack, row 2 says 8, row 1 says safes. I don't know what rows 8 and 9 say. Maybe. A, B. What's the workshop again? What was the picture? Well, it said you can rotate the globes. Don't know that it does anything much. Compass doesn't change. I'll need to think on that one a bit more. I don't know what that rebus is. And whether the F is significant. Could be if. And the F is the clue. Yep, that's the day, that's the day, that's the day. There's nothing else available to me. Have I done anything that would spread something today? I have 16 stars tomorrow. I didn't get the office. What were the new rooms I got today? None. They're all rooms I've seen before. So no new chess piece. Yes, I know there is a key there and I can't get to it. Not that it helps at this point. Does the library want to snark at me? So, was there any rooms that had a letter with a stamp on it that I haven't looked at with the magnifying glass? Well, I have one. I think there was one in the office, but I don't have the office. Hello, girl. Are you chasing around for some reason? I think there was one in the morning room. I don't know the significance of the flowers yet. I have sunflowers. I'm wandering aimlessly, going in the wrong direction. A key card? No, I don't. I keep wondering if the colour of the pigment too. The laundromat. I can't remember if they change each time. Veranda, I think. Hallway. That might be the veranda. Or the patio. Guest bedroom. The archives. Oh, okay, run out of steps. That's okay. That's okay. And that is a few minutes after midnight, so that is the end of my day anyway. So 35 rooms, which is pretty good. That is definitely the end of my day. Thanks everyone who dropped by. I'm not a very good streamer. I don't stream terribly frequently to a great schedule. I try to, but real life happens. Recently I've been streaming this or No Man's Sky, and I do need to get some No Man's Sky in because I probably haven't streamed that in close to a month. So I'll probably stream some of that at some point in the next couple of days. What else? The new Diablo season started today. Haven't created a character yet, still trying to decide what I want to play. I'm currently tossing up between a sorcerer and a necromancer. The necromancer is currently higher up the tier list, but I might give it a couple of days and see what people think is working with the boss powers. And tomorrow is the 1st of May, so the other thing is I will need to pick a game on the weekend or tomorrow or something. I have made a pledge at the start of the year to play one new game that I've never played before each month, and I generally do it in the first week of the month. So I will have a look and see what I have picked up in the last month that might be a good option. It is almost never going to be a first-person shooter. Last month we did Brass Heart, the month before we did Overboard. Some of the candidates at the moment for this coming month are Koira, which is a little adventure, casual, cutesy, hand-drawn animation puzzle game. On the list is Jazz Punk, which is a surreal comedy Cold War espionage story. I have no idea if it's going to be good, bad, or indifferent. I have The Adventures of Bunny and Pig sitting there, which is a visual novel. I don't know how long it is. And I have a bunch of like virtual escape rooms and puzzle games and a bunch of hidden object games. So, and a heap of detective games. I have so many detective games. So we'll see what we see. Locomotive looked vaguely interesting. It is a murder on a train, so it's a locked room mystery, point and click. So we'll just see what tickles my fancy when the time comes. Yeah, there's so many to choose from. Steam have been having a bunch of sales, so we'll see what's up. Cora is vaguely tempting because it looks beautiful. I've been burnt a couple of times with some of the super new games, but we'll see how it goes. But thanks everyone, and if you want to come and hang out again, like or subscribe or whatever it is so that you get notifications when I'm streaming, and I hope that some of you come hang out in the future. Thank you.